So recently I've played at Wimbledon Common with my good friend Dick Stockton, and we were talking about his golf swing, what he's been working on, and what I was seeing him doing in his golf swing. So his bad shots were just a little bit weak and short and off to the right. Now what he was saying is he didn't feel that he was using his wrists well enough in the backswing. And what he did mistakenly, and I see this with so many golfers, mistakenly he'd set up with his hands slightly forward, open the club face to get more wrist hinge, but then what happened, he never released the club at impact, so hence he was coming in with quite an open club face, hitting quite a few shots towards the heel of the golf club because he was presenting the heel to the golf ball and his golf ball was just shooting off to the right. So we changed two very simple things. Number one, we changed the way that his setup was. So if we stand up nice and tall, we just bring our hands together. Now we're neutral. So what we're not doing is getting into an awkward angle at the very start of the golf swing. So Dick had preset his hands quite a way forward. The butt of the club was pointing away outside his left hip at setup, and that was because he wanted to introduce a bit more wrist at the start of his backswing. The other thing that happened from there is club face was pointing way to the right, so already we're presetting that poor shot. So if I just set up this way to hit one, I'm actually just hitting it into a little net in front of me. So I'm now going to preset my hands forward, my club face is open, and then what happened, he made a more aggressive wrist movement in the backswing, but then never really released it. So when you do that, so he was setting up here, and when he did that, that one just shot into the net. I hit it and rebounded and went off to the right. But it felt a really weak strike as well, which is not something that we want to be doing with driver. So two things that I said to him to do. Number one, let's get the shaft of the golf club much more level at address rather than leaning forward. So that's going to help to start off with. And number two was bringing it back to this point at impact instead of holding on to it, which he was presetting before. So at setup net, then I got him to, ball was positioned towards his left heel. We got the shaft much more level at setup, and then from here it was just, I'm going to do this slowly, it was just a simple matter of releasing the club back to the golf ball at impact, and it made such a difference to, well, first off to his ball striking, but second to his understanding of what he needed to do to improve his driving. So he had no idea that he created such an angle at setup, and until I showed him on camera, he really couldn't believe it. So if I now do this at normal speed, so everything's now much more level, simple turn to the top of the backswing, release the club, and all of a sudden it was such a different golf swing. There was much more club head speed when he was hitting the golf ball. The club face was coming in straight rather than pointed to the right. So this, not only did he hit the ball straighter, he also hit it further because he was releasing the club. So be really careful not to fall into the trap of presetting failure. So we talk, there's a lot of talk on the internet about shaft lean. It's okay leaning the shaft, but if you get it wrong and don't release it, all you're going to do is hit the ball off to the right if you're a right-handed golfer, or you're going to hit it off to the left if you're a left-handed golfer. So be very, very careful not to set up incorrectly. Just remember, when your club was made in the factory, it was made nice and straight. It wasn't made with funny angles in there. So why not use that instead of go against it? So have a think about your setup, have a think about your ball position, your hand position, and be careful not to change the wrong thing if you're looking to improve your ball striking. It really is important that you understand what it is that you need to be doing and not necessarily what everybody else is telling you, because it might not be factually true. So give this a go. I'd be really interested to hear your comments. If you've got any questions, drop me a line at julian@propergolfing.com. And remember, if you really want to improve your golf game, you want to do it in a structured way, you want to join hundreds of golfers now who are members of Proper Golfing, sign up to Proper Golfing today and let's get your game on track and really help you improve your golf. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.